Hey my beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot. How are you? I hope you're well. This is going to be your December 2022 tarot reading. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it and see what we got going on. My apologies here everybody if my voice sounds all groggy at this moment in time. I've been up for hours, but my body just hasn't caught up with me apparently. So without further ado, Capricorn, let's see what we got going on here for you regarding December 2022. As always, readings here are general, so if they do resonate to you, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. And of course, the energies can be interchangeable, so they can resonate backwards or vice versa, okay? So let's see what we got going on. Take what applies, let the rest fly. What do we got going on here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout December 2022. Now we did have a flipper. Normally I don't take flippers, but this is a relatively good card. So the overall energy of your reading here begins with the Two of Cups. I heard the story begins with the Two of Cups, so I feel like this is going to be a pretty big timeline reading. Okay, the story begins with the Two of Cups is what they tell me. Okay, so Two of Cups coming out here for you. This is an energy of connection, okay? Two of Cups is about bonds, being very close to somebody, being in love for some people potentially, but either way, the Two of Cups is something wonderful starting. It's a wonderful bond. As you can see, two hands here being shaken. We do have these two cups coming together. So there's some sort of coming together of energy that created a really solidified bond here, which is what like the overall theme of December seems to be about at this moment in time. Now, looking into your current situation, let's see what's up with that. Six of Pentacles, lots of balance. Six of Wands, hello. And then a Five of Cups. Okay. So don't worry too much about the Five of Cups, Capricorn. Trust me, we will move through these energies and we will make sure that we keep your vibe motherfucking high. All right. So taking a look here so far, Six of Pentacles. This is a card of equal give and take. So looking at the current energies here, things right now are pretty equal. Now, the thing that's interesting to me is the Six of Wands, because Six of Wands usually means like moving forward in a very successful direction, but it also could mean change and transformation. You know, the Six of Wands here is kind of like a mini version of the Death card, if you will. So granted, it can represent lots of success. It could also represent change. So I feel like things went from being in a good space and then you and somebody else went from being in a good space to being in a little bit of a disappointed space jumping into December, okay? Because Six of Pentacles here being so close to the Two of Cups means that the both of you are feeling the mutual same energy. So you both started something. It was wonderful. It was amazing. It seemed successful. And then now it seems disappointing. All right. So I feel like you've kind of reached a disappointing place with somebody mutually. Both of you are kind of feeling that way. Keep in mind, though, granted, this reading may resonate towards a lot of people in love and romance. This could resonate towards business partnerships, friendships. This could resonate towards anybody or anything. So if it applies to you in a different manner other than love, take it in how it applies to you. OK, so we see here like you moved in a good space, then suddenly something turned into disappointment. So let's talk about that. Let's clarify the Five of Cups. All right. Tell me about these disappointing energies flowing between Capricorn and someone else throughout December 2022. What is this disappointment about? We have here Three of Wands and we have here Justice, waiting for the next steps. Justice card showing up here for you, waiting for more balance, waiting for growth is what I'm seeing here for many of you too. The Justice card coming in here is interesting because there could be some sort of restrictions right now that are happening. This could be the energy for some of you being involved with a person who was either previously married or still is married. I don't feel like this person's still married for most of you, but if this is a person here who is like separated from their partner, this is the energy where they're still trying to get the divorce to go through fully. So you could be waiting on somebody to have a divorce be cleared. If that's the case here, it's taking longer than expected. That could be what's bringing in mutual disappointment. So just throwing that out there, that could resonate to one of you. But regardless, though, if it's not about a divorce or anything like that, it just kind of feels like it's never the right time to truly progress forward. You're waiting for that right time to where you and this person can be happy, you can be together, there could be no issues, there could be nothing standing in the way anymore, because it feels like there's something that's standing in the way. Like for some of you, it could be waiting for a divorce to finally go through. For others of you, it could feel like the universe is always placing obstacles in front of the both of you. It could be literally anything, but it's that feeling of like something's in the way of us just simply being happy. It wasn't that way at first, but now we're both feeling this disappointment. We're both feeling this letdown. All right, so that seems to be pretty prominent here coming into December 2022. All right, let's go ahead and have a look here and see what'll be coming in here for you potentially, and then we'll move forward into the rest of these energies. So what's going to be coming in here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding December 2022? What's going to be coming in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout December 2022? Taking a look here at the first card out, we do have the Sun, which is relatively good news. Moving on to the next card for you, we have here the Page of Wands. And then lastly for you, we have here the High Priestess. Okay, so I do feel one good thing to mention, High Priestess card showing up here for you. It is the card of intuition. It could be the card sometimes of secrets being revealed, but I don't think that that's the aspect it's going for this time around. I feel like High Priestess is saying, hey, your intuition's speaking to you. Tune into what it says because your intuition has some good news. So the Sun card here in the Page of Wands, I think that in terms of whatever connection you have with somebody, whether it's romantic, business, friends, whatever's been standing in the way of you, I don't feel has the ability to break your bond. That's the good news, all right? So I don't want you to feel like you're about to lose out on a connection with somebody you value. I think that the both of you are still going to have very much so lots of interest, lots of happiness to share with one another. Whatever seems to be standing in the way isn't going to break your bond. I do feel that intuitively you're recognizing that no matter what stands in the way, if you love somebody or if you care about somebody and if you care about a connection, then it's never going to be able to break it. And I think that that seems to be kind of the morale that many of you are starting to gather here coming into December. It's like, listen, at the end of the day, if I love somebody, if I love the business we have together, if I love the friendship I have with another person, if I love the company I made with another person, whatever your story is, it's like, despite all the hardships that life may throw at us or things that may seem like they're standing in the way, if I care about something, then I care about something. And as long as it's a mutual feeling, there's nothing that can really break that bond unless we allow it to. So I see many Capricorns kind of coming to that conclusion, which is good. At the end of the day, going back to the divorce thing, like if your person here separated from their partner, right? And granted, they're still legally married, if they both agreed to be separate and they're with you, even if they're legally married, of course, that sucks because, you want to be able to marry them one day. You still are with them though, right? And you still have the chance to be happy with them because they left that, their old life behind. So at the end of the day, despite the fact that it would be nice for that divorce to fully go through, give it time. In time it will, right? So I feel here for Capricorns, it's kind of like the both of you have been really focused on the obstacle, but you were forgetting the main source, which is the love. You were focused on the obstacle, but you were forgetting the foundation. The two of you care about each other. You love the connection you have. Enjoy that connection instead of putting obstacles in front of what you have. Okay? All right, Capricorn. Let's talk about these obstacles. All right? Why were they such a challenge for Capricorn and whomever they're dealing with here in December? Why are these obstacles such a challenge? We have here Knight of Pentacles because they feel like they've been going on forever. Okay, so whatever these obstacles are, they've been slow. It's been slowly moving. All right, I feel like, like I said, if it's a divorce thing, the divorce has slowly been coming to fruition, so whatever's been standing in the way, it's been going away, but it's been taking its sweet time. All right, we also have here the Star card and we have here the Seven of Wands, so taking a look at these obstacles as well, it just feels like there's always resistance to a coming together. It's a situation where you feel like what you have with somebody, Capricorn, is meant to be, but for some reason, there's just something that's always trying to create resistance between the two of you. All right? It's like, how do I feel like this is meant for me if everything in its power seems to be trying to get in the way of it? I've been in a situation like this before. For me personally, the situation I was in was love related. I remember very much so back in the day when I was dating this woman. She felt that, granted, we loved each other and we had such a great connection, she felt that the universe just didn't want us to be together. She felt like she was meant to be with me. She felt like I was her soulmate, but she told me there's always something getting in the way. Maybe we're not supposed to be together. This could be some of the energies that some of you are experiencing, whether you're dealing with somebody romantically or you're dealing with a different kind of connection, because it's like you feel like it's meant to be, but then you ask yourself, is it not, because all these obstacles keep happening, because all this resistance keeps manifesting? So at the end of the day, there's obstacles in everything. I think that the solution to this is the more we focus on the obstacles, the more it takes away from the foundation, which is we care about this connection. So my best advice already for you, Capricorn, is don't worry too much about the obstacles. Know that in time they'll pass, and focus on the foundation, which is love, which is happiness, which is enjoying whatever connection you have that's right in front of you. I think that that would definitely solve a lot of things. You know, in my case, it didn't solve things because the obstacle was the main focus, you know? And of course, everything happens for a reason. I'm happy where I'm at now, especially with my own relationship. But with that being said, I think that it's always important to remember your foundation first. Okay? So let's go ahead and move along here forward and see what the rest of December here has in store for you, Capricorn, regarding this situation. So where are things going here, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, throughout the rest of December 2022? Where are things going to be going here for Capricorn regarding their situation? Nice. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is a card here of a lot of confidence, okay? It's a card of confidence. It's a card, though, also of stepping back into your power, reclaiming your power. We have here the Knight of Wands, which is pursuing and going forward here with what you have. We have here the Empress. Ooh, I definitely feel like you're going to be coming back stronger with this individual you're connected with. And we have here the Ace of Swords, having a moment of clarity. Cool. So you're going to come out a lot stronger in whatever this connection is moving into the, probably the last 2 weeks, I want to say, of December. You're definitely going to come out a lot stronger here. And the reasoning why I say this is because you start to go back to, once again, realizing that the foundation's more important than the obstacle. And Queen of Wands over here, stepping into your power. Knight of Wands, continuing to pursue what you're passionate about and who you love and the connection you have. And then the Empress card, like both of you are growing from this experience, when you both start to realize the foundation's the most important thing, there's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of love here. There's a big moment of realization or a moment of clarity that takes place here for you. So I love to see the transformation. I'm happy to see it for you because it's like you're not going to get caught up in that energy where it's like, oh, I love you. I feel like I want to be with you, or I love this partnership we have. I feel like it's meant to be, but maybe the universe doesn't want it to happen, or maybe God doesn't want this, or maybe it's just not meant to be, getting caught up in those obstacles in life, man. And, allowing that to take away the power of the powerful connection that's here is one of the biggest things that I see happen on a daily basis to so many people in life. And it's the last thing you want to happen, because we got to remember everybody has obstacles. Even things that are meant to be literally have obstacles. So always remember that obstacles are going to be there, and they have no significance in determining whether or not you're supposed to be where you're at. Because if you are where you are, then you're already supposed to be there, So I think that needs to be reinforced a lot too, coming into this month. All right. Before we move to the outcome, I just want to see if there's anything else that Capricorn might need to hear that could be beneficial to them regarding this situation. So I want to take a look at that. Normally I'd go right to the outcome, but I want to see if I can get any more information that could be helpful to you. So is there any more information that could be helpful to Capricorn regarding this kind of situation with whomever it is they're dealing with? We have here the Magician. All right. We also have here the 10 of Pentacles, and we have here the Fool. Magician card is the card of showing up. My guides here are saying, just show up. Just show up. Enjoy what you have. 10 of Pentacles. Reap the benefits of the abundance that's right in front of you. Show up as much as you can. Be there for this connection that you have and let yourself enjoy it. Because you are where you are for a reason, And I don't think that you would be where you are right now if there wasn't anything coming of it, right, Capricorn? So I feel like my guides are trying to tell you, just slow down, relax, take a deep breath here this month and really just enjoy what you got, Let shit go, the Fool card. Don't worry about the outcome of where this connection is going. Don't worry about the future. Just focus up on right now. Let go of everything. Let go of your fears. Let go of your anxieties. And most importantly, let go of the fear of these obstacles. Everybody faces them in every situation in life. These obstacles are not things that are out to get you or that are trying to push you away from what you're connected to. It only can do that if that's the perspective you have of it, right? So move yourself out of that kind of perspective and just sit back and smell the flowers, quite literally, with the Fool card, right? Even though she looks like she's smelling a snake. All right. So sit back and smell the flowers, take a step back and enjoy yourself and enjoy what you have. So remember, we started this reading. I remember very, very much so when we saw the Two of Cups, it was like, no, this is a story, right? In the beginning of the reading, the Two of Cups says, this ain't just the overall energy. It's the beginning of a story. So the story of your month in December, Cappies, is that you're in a good place immediately with somebody. It feels successful. Then suddenly it starts to become kind of disappointing. And I think that the biggest reasoning behind that is because you're waiting to get to a place where you can kind of just simmer down and enjoy what you have, but it feels like you're constantly being faced with obstacles. And the whole entire month here, what you're going to be going through is you're going to be going through this realization that the obstacles don't need to be I can't speak right now. The obstacles, excuse me, Capricorn, don't need to be the determination, okay, no, the determination is not the word I'm looking for. Shit, Capricorn, I'm getting scatterbrained over here right now. Ugh, either way, the obstacles don't need to stand in the way, all right, is what many of you are realizing in reference to the kind of connection that you have and what you love and what you enjoy. You know, if you let the obstacles be the determination of what your relationship's supposed to be, aka if there's obstacles, it means we must not be together. You know, if you let that perspective take over, then you're going to end up pushing away something that's genuinely great. The point this month is about discovering the fact that the foundation between you and somebody else is the most important thing. If you love somebody, if you're happy with what you have with somebody, if you value a connection, don't worry about any obstacles you face, because everybody's facing obstacles every single day. That doesn't mean just because there's obstacles that what you have isn't meant to be. You know, I'm a person that always believes that you're exactly where you are and you're exactly where you need to be at all given time. So Capricorn, the fact that you're here right now with a great connection is exactly where you're supposed to be, you know? So don't let it stand in the way here, Cappy. I think that this big realization is going to be incredibly helpful to you. And I think that it's going to be a mutual thing once again, because I do feel like mutually you and this person really do feel similar. You know, you both feel the same here about what's going on with your situation. So granted, everything starts well, it gets a little disappointing, but then it starts to get even better. There starts to be tons of growth. There starts to be tons of realizations. And then the both of you kind of relax and unwind. And you get to that point where it's like, oh, I can relax because I can choose to relax and enjoy what I want, instead of, you know, looking at all these obstacles in my life and flipping out and starting to think that these obstacles genuinely have power. They don't have power. You have the power, Capricorn, point blank period, okay? All right, Cappy. With that all being said, though, that was kind of like the overview of your read. Let's jump to the outcome now and see what's up. And I didn't even have to shuffle, baby. Look at this. Look at this, Capricorn. Looking at the overall outcome for you, we got here the Ace of Wands, baby. And I love that for you. Ace of Wands coming in here for the outcome. It is a card here of new beginnings, of forward movement, of passion, of love, of creativity. You're going to be moving in a better direction than you already previously were. So Capricorns, things are about to get a heck of a lot better here, especially regarding this specific connection. Like I mentioned again, I have to say it tons of times, whether it's love or whether it's business or whether it's friends, whatever kind of connection you got going on, because I know people hate sometimes to hear love in tarot readings. Despite whatever kind of connection it is, you're moving in a better direction than you've ever been in before, because there's going to be so much growth that comes out of this situation for the two of you. And there's going to be lots of passion, lots of happiness, lots of excitement. And I think you're going to be really, really excited here for what the future has in store for you and what it has to bring here going forward. So Capricorn, really lovely reading, man. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Of course, if this message resonates with you, please do let me know down in the comments down below. Of course, if you're new here and you really like this channel, I would definitely appreciate it if you want to come on down and subscribe. So definitely consider subscribing if that's something you wish to do. Of course, drop a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about today's reading. And with that being said, Capricorn, enjoy the rest of your December 2022, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love, Capricorns, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.